You like legally cannot hate on women because it's Girlfriend's Day. So just saying, you know what? Girlfriend's Day and Boyfriend's Day isn't just about people who are in romantic relationships. Girlfriend's Day and Boyfriend's Day is for people to celebrate with your fellow girls or your fellow bros. We're celebrating women here, okay, guys? Like, we have been through enough dog water and through enough crap to be hated on. And I'm not gonna take any more hate today or any day going from now on. So with that said, I think it's a good time to introduce us. Hello guys! As you guys know, today is National Girlfriend's Day. We organized a podcast together. It's gonna be our very first podcast segment. My name is Michelle, aka Mirror. I am a 20-year-old streamer from California. I started streaming because my friends and I did not know that we could use like metal or like clip applications, and we just thought that Twitch was the only way for us to get Valorant clips. So we all started streaming on Twitch so we could get clips. I'll let you guys introduce yourselves.
My name is Izzy. I'm 21 and I'm from Toronto. And I don't have like a specific reason to why I started streaming. I just like when I was younger, I just wanted to be like a content creator. And like, I guess I'm just doing it as a hobby now.
My internet's dying. I'm Addie. I'm 21 and I started streaming because during COVID, my boyfriend wanted me to play Doom 2016. He wanted to watch me play it because I was really bad. And I, for some reason, forgot that Discord like streaming was a thing. So I just streamed on Twitch and then, yeah.
We decided to call our podcast AIMless Talk, as in like talking about whatever topic it'll be for today. Addie, Izzy, Michelle. So that makes it sound like we have really bad opinions about things. It's not, I promise. We have good opinions.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So the first question for everybody is, when did you and your boyfriend start dating? For me, I started dating my boyfriend 5 years ago, February 22nd of 2018.
I met my boyfriend in high school, but we didn't start dating till our senior year, 2020. It was February 7th, 2020. So a little over 3.5 years now.
For me, we started dating like last year. A little bit over a year.
How did you guys start dating your boyfriends?
We met on an app called Kippo. I saw the app on TikTok. I wanted to try it out and it's kind of cute. You can have like avatars and stuff like that, like in a world or whatever. Yeah, we met through there. He asked about and that was it.
My boyfriend and I, we were friends in high school. We started dating our sophomore year. It was kind of like prom, but for JROTC. He asked me and I was confused. We had this friend who was like his wingman, and apparently she was setting him and I up for like a whole month, and I had no idea. They would talk with each other like all the time. I thought they had a thing with each other. But yeah, he asked me on Valentine's Day, and then we started dating a week after that. Have you guys looked into love languages?
When I did mine, some of the results changed, so I like wanted to make sure. Quality time. And then it goes to words of affirmation, physical touch, acts of service, and receiving gifts.
Mine is like words of affirmation and acts of service. 0 like gift.
I didn't know there was like a 0.
I mean, I didn't either until I took that quiz. I appreciate gifts and I love them and I cherish them, but I'm a lot more simple and low maintenance in the financial regard. Just tell me nice things about myself and I'll be happy. My boyfriend though, Matt, his love language is acts of service. He likes it when people do things for him. And then his love language to show people that he loves them is gifting. Yeah, it works out.
Yeah.
A lot of communication.
Yeah, which is actually a very important thing too in relationships. I also took the quiz. My top 3 were quality time, physical touch, and words of affirmation. I had Matthew take it as well. He and I have the same top 2. Instead of words of affirmation for third, his is acts of service. We were talking about it the other night and we're like, Oh my god, this makes so much sense now. What is one green flag in your boyfriend?
He would make sure that I'm always on the inside of the sidewalk. Even if we're like crossing the street or whatever, he would make sure to like walk around or like make sure I'm on the inside.
I think like a green flag with him is like even if he's super busy with his own work, if I needed help with anything academic wise, like he won't necessarily just do it for me, but he'll be willing to walk me through like any like papers or like math stuff I have. And I'm very annoying when it comes to having to learn things. I'm like the child sitting at the kitchen table.
Oh my god. Like explaining math.
I cry when I'm frustrated. I cry easily.
No, me too.
Me too, girl.
He helped with that.
That's so sweet though. That really shows the whole act of service in him. One green flag of Matthew. I will warn, it's a little bit of a TMI, as in like gross. I'm just apologizing ahead of time. We hung out with our friends and I had a milkshake. I'm not lactose intolerant, but for some reason that milkshake just like made my stomach hurt all day. This was like the worst it's ever been in my life. We had to hang out with them for like 9 hours that day. To drive back to my house is like 40 minutes. My stomach was just in so much pain. I was like gonna cry. So when I went back to Matthew's house, he like told me to go to the bathroom, but the issue was his brother is like gaming right next to the bathroom. The entire time I was in the bathroom, Matthew made sure to keep his brother occupied and like tell him stories and just like laugh so he could like not, so he wouldn't like so he wouldn't have to like hear anything, so I'd like feel better. I cried myself to sleep because it was so sweet.
That's actually so nice. Max could never. He'd tell his whole family that I was destroying their choices.
What are some red flags in men that you just don't like?
When he's a boy's boy, like, you know, like the boys.
Yeah.
And
Girlies,
then
girls are green flags. Boys are red flags.
Yeah. Anything with boys, red flag.
And then my other one is like game related. It's like when he tells you to mute instead of defending you.
I hate when anybody says that to me in general, but like if my boyfriend said that, oh my god.
Yeah, I would rather people like fight on my behalf than tell me to just like
Ignore
suck
it.
it up.
Yeah.
Because it's like it's not something that should be tolerated in my opinion.
Right? My red flag in a guy is just like when he's controlling. That and like mansplaining. It annoys me sometimes. I'm not gonna lie. I know Matthew doesn't do it on purpose. He's a very logical person. So he just loves explaining stuff. So there's times where he'll like, yeah, it's the engineer. He does mansplain to me, but I let him know that he's mansplaining. And then I just make fun of him for it.
You're like, actually,
Hi, Matthew.
when you're in a relationship with them and they're like too friendly to other girls, like
That's a good one.
Dude,
I hate it.
Yeah.
And it's hard to like draw the line. For me at least, sometimes it's just like I try to be understanding about it based off of what I studied in college. Most of the people that I met were like dudes. So like a lot of my friends are guys. Solely because there just weren't any girls in my cohort, really. My entire project of 29 people, there were only 3 girls. But I never entertain guys, you know, like, they know who my boyfriend is, they know too much about him, because I don't shut up about him. If any of my close guy friends got a girlfriend, you will never see me just asking them, like, oh yeah, do you want to get, like, lunch sometime and catch up with just us two? I don't care if I haven't seen you in 5 years. Bring your girlfriend along.
That would piss me off like so bad. I think the next question, I don't have it word for word, but it was like you would like to receive romantic. Yeah. For me, I'm simple. Yeah. I'm simple. I would be so happy with just food and like
Me too.
some flowers, like even hand picked from the side of the road. One time I gave Matthew a leaf and he kept it in his binder for like all of high school.
I have a Bakugan that Max gave me from sophomore year of high school. But like the
Aww.
flower thing, flowers can be so cheap. You can get
Oh.
like the really cheap flowers at Walmart and you just get like brown paper. Wrap it, and suddenly she'll think that you went to a florist or something.
I'm like a big person on like sentimental gifts. So like anything that has to do with like you made it or like you wrote it, you know? Like sticky notes or like even like a text paragraph.
Yeah, I save all of those.
Yeah, just things like that.
And they make a playlist for you. Doesn't
Oh.
even have to be like a lovey playlist towards you. It's just like music that I like that I think you would enjoy, or like music I want you to like. I want you to listen to see if you'd like it too.
What is your favorite date that you've been on?
When Metroid Dread came out, he really wanted like the amiibos, and we drove to like 3 different GameStops and 2 different Best Buys for like 6 hours. We were just driving around looking for these things. We just spent the whole day just driving around, going to different stores to see if they had them. Like, I don't know, it was kind of weird for it to be a favorite because like he was getting frustrated that he couldn't find them. But it was like fun because it was like a mini road trip.
That's so cute though. I love just like driving around.
I like the errands, like when you just run errands together.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we're all passenger princesses, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Last question is, what is one of your favorite things that your boyfriend has done for you?
Basically, when he does things without me asking him to do.
Max is a very clean and like organized person. Like his cleanliness standards are like above the normal. Whenever I get stressed or too busy with school or something, my room turns into like a trash heap. But I was in the middle of getting ready to wrap up my senior thesis project, but I had to leave for a week to San Francisco for a conference. So I left my room in my apartment like horrible. There was just clothes all over the place, but I was gone. He came over to my apartment and he just cleaned it all so I would come back to like a clean room.
That's
Oh
so
my
sweet.
God.
For me, it's just like the little things that Matthew does. In high school, he took an art class. He was into origami, so he'd make me like a bunch of like origami stuff. There was like this art homework that he made. He didn't like it, but I thought it was so cute. He turned it into a paper crane. He's made me like paper frogs because I had like a frog obsession in high school. So earlier this week, Izzy and Addie and I made a how well do you know your girlfriend quiz, and we put up a bunch of different prompts just for fun. So first we're gonna start with Addie.
Favorite Valorant map. I'm surprised he got this one right. Favorite map is
No.
Icebox. How long has it been since Icebox has been
Too long. Too long.
Boba order likes to jump around, but oftentimes matcha. That is wrong. I do like matcha for like regular drinks, but for boba orders, I prefer oolong or jasmine tea. These days, I don't even really get boba in it. I prefer jelly or like egg pudding. Valorant mains Jet and Killjoy. That is correct. The Valorant ones are very impressive because Max does not play Valorant. Sweet or spicy? He put sweet, which is wild to me because we've had multiple discussions that I'm not a sweet tooth person, but he is. So I guess he's like self-protecting or thinking about himself. He
See the
picked number
pictures.
1. I can see why, because it's most similar to what my current setup is. But my current setup is just the way that it is because I'm broke. For nails, I think he hates me because why would he ever pick number 3? I've never in my life had different colored nails like that.
Oh my
What
god.
else are you doing, Max?
Oh.
Everyone's had nails like that because that ain't me, dog. What would you do if your girlfriend turned into a worm? She knows the answer and she doesn't like it.
What's the answer?
He would feed me to a bird.
Oh my
Um,
god.
His favorite animals are birds.
Flower purple ones. I don't know what they're. I was saying how like I didn't have like a specific favorite flower as long as they're purple. You know, Sage and KJ. Boba one trick on breeze. That is very true. Long or short nails. He actually got this wrong before. I remember I sent him a TikTok and he said short for no absolute reason when my nails has always been long.
I'm telling you, they get the weirdest things wrong.
I don't like roller coasters, so I don't know why he put amusement
See,
park.
that's what I'm seeing.
You guys don't like roller coasters?
No, they're too
Yeah.
scary. I'm scared of heights.
Oh my god.
Time for the essay question. How tall is your? I called it.
You were right.
I'm 5 feet. I am not 4'11". What would you do if your girlfriend turned into a worm? Keep her in a terrarium in my room and feed her the finest compost. That's
I would end the
Wait.
gift.
Anyway,
You were right.
it was an angry cat gift. That's
My
crazy.
favorite season? Fall or spring? Cause fits are hella cute. Wait, he actually ate with that one. Cuisine, girl dinner, cause of Oreos, baby bell cheese, chicken tenders, nuggets, and the lemon drink from Europe. I did eat a baby bell cheese at the beginning of the stream. That is my favorite Valorant map. I love Icebox icebox. Matthew hates icebox. Plane or road trip? Oh man, I'm not surprised he picked road trip because when we were younger, I'd go on a lot of road trips. But just because I go on them doesn't mean that I prefer it. I like planes.
Really?
Yeah, they're fun. I don't know why, but I had like a cake obsession like couple years ago. Not that like I enjoyed baking cakes. I'm so bad at cooking and baking and everything. I just like looking at them. It's like visual ASMR. But yes, number 2 is 1000% correct. Now for the essay portion. I'd make her a little carrying pouch and care for her and bring her everywhere.
No.
That's so cute. Oh my god. What animal does your girlfriend remind you of? A whining puppy because she cries a lot? Excuse me, you are not wrong. For the gift, we're gonna open it up.
Oh.
Oh! Okay, I like this. I like how it's like complete opposites. He calls me a whining puppy, but he describes me as the happy cat. Thank you for tolerating us and for taking these quizzes. Yay!
You guys did good. You
Yes.
guys didn't fail.
They ate it up.
You